Welcome to Elder Kings 2. Today we'll be watching the story of Kuber Shahi, the lone Khajiit of the Prow. An ambitious fella with an unnaturally high attunement to the arcane. As is the custom of the northern Khajiiti tribes, Kuber decides to take his wife and some of his men on a raid southwards. The first battle was long and fierce, yet Kuber managed to push back his foes. Yet trouble seemed to ravage Kuber, evil Daedra attempting to take sway over his mind. Yet the cat could not be so easily convinced. But because of Kuber's rejection of the Daedric forces, they laid a curse upon him. But all was not lost for the wayward Khajiit. He made plans to travel to one of the nearby holy sites, giving his wife command over the army in his absence. But because of the Daedric curse, Kuber began to become paranoid, and started to think that his own ministers were plotting against him, which is only made worse by Shanzi insulting him behind his back. But Kuber manages to regain control over himself, and continues the pilgrimage. Soon Kuber arrives in the holy city, and begins bleeding to his patron to rid him of the curse. In the meantime, Kuber's wife begins smashing his enemies into a bloody pulp. Finally, after days of prayer, Kuber feels a peace come over him, and the Daedric curse wastes away. After Kuber returned to his home, he received news that his wife had slain his enemies southwards, and were prepared to continue the march for further conquests. Yet Kuber decided that this time should be used for further pilgrimages, saying to his advisors that the time of reverence was upon him. Kuber had decided to meditate and reflect upon the religion he was currently following, after his brush with the Daedric, when he encountered a man selling fake idols, and making a fortune for himself. How much more corruption is there? He asked himself. But for now there was not much time to reflect upon these things, as Kuber had other festivities to get to. Now that Kuber's pilgrimage was done, he set his sights upon further conquest to unite his duchy as one. Suddenly, in the northwestern plateau, the Denai tribe crossed the border while Kuber was distracted. Kuber's forces are quickly attacked and decimated, removing all Shahidan presence from the region, and forcing Kuber to spend the next months rebuilding his army. Kuber continued his spiritual journey as war waged in the east, all of his enemies dropping before him. But during his period of reflection, he became more and more disillusioned with the clergy of the many paths. Once again, during one of Kuber's conquests, a far larger tribe to the south attacked, while his back was turned. On top of that, Kuber's allies were vassals of the enemy, meaning little to no help was coming. Kuber was going to have to play this defensively if he had any chance of winning this battle. After Kuber defeated the southern tribe decisively, he decided that he alone must lead the Khajiit into a new era, his people into a new age, and apostatize from the two ways, vowing that he shall never face death. During his time of reflection and meditation, Kuber learned of an ancient magical art which would allow him to control the dead and death itself. Kuber, now that he had become an apostate, could rectify the old laws and delve himself into the art of necromancy. But there was always a possibility he could lose himself in the madness.